Welcome to another piratical adventure. Uh, where were we when last we left off?
So it seems in jail. Um, Viewers, you may not be surprised. It makes a lot of sense for that to happen. Um, the plan now is to break
Yeah,
both him and the guy that's supposed to be making our magic items out of jail.
and how do you plan to do that?
Honestly, I don't
That's a
even
good
know.
question. Our rogue was supposed to be making a master plan for that. So whatever he's worked out so far.
Yeah, we do seem to be missing the linchpin of the episode.
Who, Asim?
Yes.
Asim's plan was to break into the prison and eventually, get himself caught, and then eventually he lays low in the prison for months, years even, until, get this, they just let him out.
Damn. That is a plan.
At least
Long
that's
What
the
got
fucking plan. That seems to be the fucking plan from my
it
point of
seemed to
view.
No, the plan seems to be that he insinuates that he has a plan that involves him escaping by being kept in the most secure part of the prison. And then so as a threat of escape, they move him to the outside of the prison next to the exterior wall, and then he escapes.
Yeah, I don't know how being the next to the exterior wall.
He's on some Roger from American Dad timing right now.
Yeah.
Also, do you know that
Shawshank
King
Redemption.
Edward VII had a Did you guys know that King Edward VII had a custom golden sex chair?
I believe so.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
No, I did know that.
I don't think I know.
Also, no, Kayla, because the people in Shawshank Redemption got out of the prison.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was exceeding. I just said that he's attempting it.
I don't even think that was the plan. I don't think his plan was to tunnel out. I think his plan is to just be next to the wall and then be like, all right, now you guys blow it up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did get that vibe as well.
There's a lot of Shawshank and not a lot of redemption going on right now.
Oh.
I mean, being fair,
Oh.
he's a criminal that fucked around and now he's in prison. So if anything, it's actually a lot of redemption.
We have yet to see the redemption. There's an attempt. He got arrested in an attempt.
I meant more for his debt to society at large, not necessarily us.
Yeah, I don't quite believe he's achieving that either, but okay.
Yeah. Fair. Oh my god. Anyway. So yeah, when last we left off,
I'm just saying we need to get comfortable with the idea that Asim just might not be coming back.
I mean, honestly,
maybe now that David has been concussed, his planning skills will increase.
I don't think he was concussed.
When you listen back to the stream, love you, David.
Oh my god.
So
I know you're listening to this, you little whore.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Would you be nice?
I just want to float the idea. I'm not saying we do it, but what if we left him here so he could learn a lesson and then come back for him later or something?
I like it because in order to do that, it would mean doing 2 separate prison breaks, which is what a flex on him, right?
Oh my god.
We still need to break the other guy out of prison, so it would be really funny if we broke him out and then not see him.
That's what we're referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So admittedly, we did get practically a replacement for the entire other person we're trying to rescue as well.
We did also recruit a fun new NPC, so
yes.
The party is growing. Yes.
She
That's
hasn't
right, we
agreed
did,
to be a
didn't we?
permanent hire yet, but
She's a
it
named
seems pretty
NPC.
cool.
She's joining the crew.
She's got.
It's not up.
Well,
It's not up to her
charisma.
anymore.
It's
It's
not.
not up to her anymore.
All right, Luffy.
You're in the crew.
Okay, so are we like just gonna go try to blow a hole in the wall? Although he's underground. Or are we gonna like cause a commotion somewhere else so maybe the guards come out? At the very least, less guards will be there. I doubt all of them will come out. Hey, what are the chances we could flood the prison?
Not great. So
Yeah, I
the
don't
one
know.
thing we've learned from Asim is that there's only like 7 guards. So maybe if we do something, we would need to figure out something that could draw the guards out of the prison without drawing additional force to the prison.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, flooding the prison actually for that specifically doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No, because if we could also get somebody in there, then we could just slip the guy a potion of water breathing and break the lock at our leisure. So, hey Ben, how far inland is the prison?
It's in the center of the island, so pretty far.
So not near any kind of water.
No, maybe a mile away.
Well, that's the coast.
Yeah, the island isn't that big, but it's still decently far enough away that you can't really get water out of the bay and into this place very easily.
Well, we're not. How far above sea level are we? How far do I have to dig down to make it?
Not far. Maybe
Uh,
less than 30 feet. I'll say that.
Just throwing this out there, right? Like I'm looking through my abilities here. I do have speak with nature. Now, this
can't
might
talk to
involve another side.
Moana.
I can't talk to what?
The ocean. This isn't Moana.
Okay, not what I was referring to. That'd be stupid. I was referring to that we go into the desert and try and recruit a swarm of locusts.
There is no desert around here.
Fine, but basically trying to recruit, like, fine, we try and recruit several flocks of seagulls to fly into the prison.
My God.
Now, this may involve going on another side quest to acquire 80 kilos of rotten sardine.
Yay, another side quest.
But we're throwing out ideas. We're in the idea phase. We're in the idea phase right now. There's no bad ideas.
What we need
We're just putting stuff on the board.
Nature, because I also can speak with crustaceans. If I
Okay.
if I can get enough crabs to help us dig a tunnel from the ocean all the way to under the prison.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's not.
Man, if only we had the ability to disguise ourselves, this would be so much easier.
Now, okay.
Wouldn't it?
We should ask the apprentice how confident she is if she could complete the project that her master started.
She is with you. You can't just
I
ask
know,
her.
that's why I said we should ask her.
I love the idea of her getting the spiel about being a part of like this expert, like rollicking pirate group, and then she gets there and it's the one guy who recruited her being like, or it's I forget whether it was Amondi or Gillator, but it's being like, what if we just flood the prison? And then me being like, I could recruit a horde of locusts. Maybe that would do something, or seagulls. Maybe we could do something with that. And then you being like, what if we use crabs to tunnel underground?
She's like, what? She's looking at you like, what the fuck did I get myself into? These people are
It's just
fucking
like-
idiots.
These people are morons.
It is One Piece.
Yeah.
It's just
Turns out
being
all of our
recruited to the
plans-
world's being recruited to the most dangerous pirates in the world, and the captain being like, "What if we turn my nutsack into a slingshot
Yeah.
and we fire the first mate at them?"
Yeah, oh my god.
It's like, would that work? We could talk to seagulls, maybe. That could do something. We could do something with that.
Gelf, you got a lot of fire.
Yes, I
You think
do.
you could like?
Maybe we just burn the prison down.
Well, no.
Considered that.
I
Apparently,
talking
it's made
about-
mostly of sandstone and would not burn.
Yeah, but like, can we
Bastards have
blow
thought of
stuff up?
everything.
I can
We
send
have
a
access
fire.
to gunpowder.
I can send a fireball wherever you want. I have plenty of fire spells. I have
I know.
here. I should just post my spells to the assembled multitude.
No, because we don't have access to our ship at the moment, right?
Right.
No, you left it.
Well, the ship that we came here in.
Oh. I don't remember what I said last time. I think I said that they left it alone, but they still have the harbor blockaded. So you can
Yeah.
get to the ship, but you can't leave on it right now.
So
Or
we
if you
have
try-
access to
if you
gunpowder.
If you tried to leave on it, it would be difficult.
So we have access to gunpowder and a barrel.
Okay, maybe we should figure out the getaway situation before the actual breakout.
Also, how big of a hole that would make. Like, we need to make a big enough hole without either killing them or just alerting the military and them calling reinforcements.
True. I could always just become a crab and like sneak in and grab the keys. They would never expect a crab to like mug them.
I mean, unless they were one of the guys that was previously out there when they saw you transform from a crab into a person, and
That then they might expect a crab to mug them.
but only if they were one of those people.
I don't think that. I don't think that's the case.
Oh boy, we're cooked.
What a thing to say to your crab captain.
He didn't
Oh,
say you
no.
would.
Yeah,
I
just
say
cover
we-
me in butter now.
I say
Nah.
we fight our way in and fight our way out.
And that is why you aren't the captain.
Probably.
Yeah. Because I did consider that, because 7 guards sounds entirely feasible that we could handle that. The only thing is, I don't know if I trust the information that he gave us when he told us there were 7 guards. Lan, if you end up calling that other guy back, ask him how many guards he's seen. You don't have to waste a spell on it, like, right now. But if we end up needing to talk to him again.
The only thing that Asim did was basically watch the guard rotation, so it's the one thing I think we can trust him on.
Okay, but like he mentioned
will
being
ask.
in a cell and then being moved to a different cell, so he's in a different section of the prison, so the rotation might be
Right.
different.
I'll make sure we ask if we have to. Hmm.
I just, I don't know. The
I don't know,
tricky
Captain. You
situation
feel like
is coming
confronting your
up.
sister, because I feel like we have to do that at some point, and like maybe we should just get that done now. And a whole
I
bunch of
didn't quite-
problems are probably
Oh.
done.
Damn it.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said. My
you want to just confront your sister now? I feel like we have time currently, and like it would solve a lot of our problems if we dealt with her first.
I mean, no, because we might have to wind up fleeing. We also don't have our better ship with us.
Okay, then we go back to my other previous plan of finding out our escape plan before we do the prison break.
Huh.
Because
We
right
don't
now
have
the
a-
plan is basically prison break and then go back to that warehouse so the dude can finish our stuff for us. But you know that also means that if we get our stuff and we leave him here, he can't even go back to his workshop because not only was he arrested, but then he got broken out of jail, so they'll definitely be looking for him.
Well, we already broke in and stole all of his shit.
I
we could
know.
get a
What I'm saying is, after we're done with him, we basically
Oh,
throw
yeah.
him to the wolves if we leave him behind. So
If we can get a message to the Chimera to meet us somewhere near the block, like outside the blockade, we have the potions of water breathing that we can, like, walk to the Chimera. So that could be how we get around the blockade.
I can just
You can
I can
get
just
on
send,
board your ship.
Yeah, but we can't get around the blockade.
Yeah, that's true.
I can send a message out, like with sending to whoever we left in charge.
would probably also take them a few days to get here, though, right?
Yeah, a couple days. Let me see the map. You left them out in Cordova, and that is about a week out.
There's
Trissy would
also
spend a week in prison.
yeah.
You can
Um,
spend a week in prison. Oh my god.
It'll give him a chance to fulfill his whatever plan he's making. Not okay, so I wouldn't want to actually risk the Chimera, but I am also tempted to have it kind of do a drive-by to draw attention away and make people start chasing it so they're less focused on here.
And then both of you can get away.
Well,
Both
yeah.
Potentially. But like I also don't want to risk the actual Chimera when we're not even on it to defend it if our enemies catch up to it.
Yeah, I mean your other NPC crew are on it as well, so they'll be defending it, but it is not you guys.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like them and I trust them to handle the ship while we're not there, but to ask them to like literally come up against forces who are looking for our ship and us specifically and are expecting to fight us on our ship potentially and then go on the ship and find a bunch of people weaker than us, I don't feel like that's going to be good for them.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So
Yeah, and the Chimera, you'd have to figure out some way to allow the Chimera to escape. Like, figure out a shenanigans to get both the Storm Runner and the Chimera to be able to escape once you've pulled off forces out of the bay.
mhm.
You think the how fast do you think these ships are?
Hey, I just had an idea. What if we went underwater and like sabotaged the rudders for each of their ships?
Well, that's a good plan.
That could work, but are we just thinking of
Tricky.
plans to confront the sister, or are we still on the prison break? Or there's so many schemes and plots happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts to this.
Yeah, the particular part I am now planning on is our escape.
So destroying the rudders of the ships is definitely will hinder them, but it won't
Mhm.
fully incapacitate them because these are basically triremes. They do have oars, and although it is
Okay.
way harder to steer the ship with the oars are much better at going fast, and like the
Okay.
rudder still steers the ship. You can technically steer the ship with oars. It's just way more difficult. But if you disabled the rudders, it'd be a lot easier for both ships to escape.
Okay. So I think
Yeah,
that is a good part of the plan, at least.
so that's part of the move. Yeah.
Agreed. What else could we do? We can't steal all their ores. They've noticed that.
And also, all the ships wouldn't be able to leave the bay, allowing the Stormrunner to escape. They have to be somewhat mobile. Elf's mad skills.
Let's see what we got.
Mm. Well, I mean, that's at least one part of a plan which we've agreed upon. Maybe we should just go do that first.
I suppose.
I feel like if you did it now and then had to wait a couple days to a week for your ship to get here, they would notice that the rudders have been fucked with and damaged by then.
Yeah.
I think you have to wait for the last possible moment to do it.
Yeah. Huh. What else?
Damn, you know what sucks that I'm realizing, by the way?
What's that?
That one of the rituals that I could have taken when I selected all my rituals last level was Change Self, which would have made this entire subquest useless.
Oh my god. Well, maybe next time you can grab it.
Well, no, because you're not the only self that needed changing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I'm gonna ask Olivia, if I pronounce that correctly, if she feels like she knows enough about this whole procedure to finish what her master had started in this project.
What?
I'm gonna ask her if she knows how to finish the disguises that her master started.
Oh, no, she was learning how to do it from him. She says, I was studying along as he was doing it before he was arrested. I've never done anything this complicated before.
Okay.
Have you done anything similar that you're willing to try?
I can make them glow.
I feel the opposite of what we need.
I'm very new at this.
That's fine.
Understandable.
Here, let's see. What's some rituals level 1. Yeah, she can like arcane mark them. She can like I have the ability to put my master's maker's mark on these items. That's the main thing that I do. That's my practice.
Nice.
Okay.
A stamp could do that.
A what?
I said a stamp.
Nothing.
could
He
do that.
didn't know. He didn't say anything. You're doing just fine. We're still in the planning phase. We're throwing things out there. There are no bad ideas.
Fair enough. She goes, I've learned how to perform the ritual of unseen servant to clean the laboratory.
How
I
far
don't
can your
suppose by
unseen
any-
servant go?
And I don't suppose they can be strong enough to lift a set of keys out of a drawer.
I mean, they probably can.
How complex of instructions can
idea-
they follow?
Let's
The
find out.
idea phase is starting to come together, gentles and ladymen.
Let's see. You conjure a medium unseen servant of invisible force. It obeys your commands, move at your speed, can lift up to 100 pounds, and performs basic functions and repetitive tasks such as cleaning, making camp, and moving, holding, or carrying objects. An unseen servant never tires. It cannot move more than 20 squares from your space. So 20 squares is 100 feet. It does not occupy any space and cannot attack or be attacked. Each unseen servant you currently control doubles the component cost to create the next. Oh, you can have more than one? Yeah, so it can't be outside of 100 feet from her.
Do you think you could teach somebody the unseen servant ritual?
I mean, I'm still practicing it myself. I don't think that I'm qualified to teach anybody.
Hmm.
I don't know. Gelf, how good of a learner of magic are you?
That's a very good question. How good of a learner of magic am I? How long does it take me to learn a power?
You're a wizard.
Normally, you are able to learn rituals just like by reading a ritual book, I think. Let me look this up. Let's see. It might be in your character sheet under the feat for this. Ritual caster. You can master and perform rituals of your level or lower. That is not helpful. Rituals. How to read it. Oh, fuck off. All these stupid ads on the fandom website suck shit. How to read a ritual. That's for a player, not for acquiring and mastering a ritual. There's a main article for that. A ritual book must be acquired and studied in order to master the ritual. It contains alternatively a ritual scroll allows it to be performed one time. Okay.
What about a power?
Well, you can't learn new powers. Rituals you can add to a ritual book, but powers only
Okay.
come from leveling up. Before you can perform a ritual, you need to acquire a ritual book that contains it and master the ritual, or you need to acquire a ritual scroll. You could buy ritual books or find them as treasure. She would have a ritual book with this ritual in it. You can also make a copy of an existing ritual book, and some classes give you free access to a number of rituals. Wizards hold both their spells and their rituals in their spell books. Buying, finding, creating a ritual book, mastering a ritual. Owning a ritual book isn't enough. You must first master it by studying the ritual for 8 uninterrupted hours.
Does it matter if you have the ritual feat?
Yeah, you have to obviously have the ritual caster feat.
I have the ritual caster feat.
You must meet the 2 requirements to master a ritual. You must have the feat. Clerics, wizards get this feat at first level, and your level must be equal to or exceed the ritual's level, which this is a level 1 ritual. If you meet those requirements and spend 8 hours studying, you can add it to your list of mastered rituals. As long as you have the rituals book handy, you can perform the ritual whenever you want. There's no limit. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not going to say that it's just like 8 hours of study is not the only prerequisite, because this is still a novice spellcaster and her notes are not professional ritual notes yet. It is going to be more difficult than just studying it for 8 hours. I'm trying to think of how
What are the chances that somebody sells that kind of thing in this place?
Almost certain.
Although, Gelf also has Mage Hand.
Yes, I do.
If you want to buy rituals from the bazaar, people definitely have them.
How long of a distance does Mage Hand have, Gelf?
Let me look it up and see. Bear with me.
Mage
Well, the
Hand
issue is seeing. Well, he'd have to see what he was targeting.
You conjure a spectral floating hand in an unoccupied square within range of 5, so 25 feet.
Way less.
The hand lasts until the end of your next turn, or you use the power again. Yeah, so it only lasts 1 turn. If you're holding an object, when you use this power, the hand can move the object into a pack, pouch, or sheath, or similar container, and simultaneously move any one object carried or worn anywhere on your body into your hand. While the hand persists, you could take the following actions. Minor action. Move up to manipulate an object 20 pounds or less. Move action. Move 5 squares. Free action. Drop an object. And then the hand can persist until the end of your next turn. Sustain minor. So yeah, it doesn't do as much. But yeah, the unseen servant, if you want...
It's not offensive, but it can grab keys and shit.
Yeah, but only from 25 feet away, so you probably have to see them.
Yeah,
So
so unless you're gonna
outside.
go in there also invisible of some way, I don't think it's gonna work for us.
Wish I had invisibility.
Me too. So it may be necessary to do a little shopping for some ritual spells. See what's out there, potentially something even better.
What
Yeah.
level am I? I am level 6 plus 3. That's right. That's
I mean,
correct.
Asim
Right?
Asim does have a lockpicking set on him.
No, you guys should be
No,
level
he doesn't. Oh no, he does. He has it in him.
Yes. I very
Yeah,
much advise them to
level
take
7.
2 sets so they only
Okay.
find one.
Yeah, they found the one in their shoe, obviously.
I'm pretty sure it was said
decoy.
canonically that that's the one they didn't find.
No, you always keep one in your shoe, so they search that first, and the one in your butthole
No,
will make
that's
it through without-
logically what we said, but I'm pretty sure Ben said it was the opposite last time.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Hey, so real quick, you said they sell rituals in the bazaar. If I ask for a specific ritual, can you tell me if they have it?
Yeah.
Do they have the ritual for Wizard's Escape?
Well, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna have you roll me a streetwise check,
Okay.
and then for every 5 that you get on the result, like the result divided by 5, that is
Okay.
how many. That is the max level that you can get of rituals.
Great. I use Bardic Lore to roll a natural 20.
Okay, so what does that make it?
I guess I still have to roll, huh?
Does Bardic Lore
You
give you-
automatically roll Streetwise, Dungeoneering, or a bunch of other shit as if you had rolled a natural 20.
Streetwise is not on this list.
What the fuck? I'm almost positive it is.
How would Streetwise a charisma?
Oh no,
skill
it's
be in
not. No,
Bardic
it's
Lore?
not. I apologize. Is it? Huh. I'm a fucking idiot. What am I thinking of? Never
You do
mind. I'll
have
just roll
something
my.
that gives you something
Is
like
it-
that, but
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Where the fuck is it?
uh,
Is it? It's not Words of Friendship. It's not.
I think it is Words of Friendship.
No, it's not, because that's Deception or Intimidation.
No, that's just diplomacy.
Or it's you let me use it for intimidation, but it's diplomacy. I meant diplomacy. Fuck it. I'll just roll my thing. I only have a plus 14, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Lick my fucking balls. I'm the goat. I'm the fucking goat.
The goat.
I mean, yeah.
So that is up to level 6
Hey,
ritual.
hey, do you know who? Hey, if they ever make a movie out of this campaign, you know who's gonna play me?
Ooh.
Fucking Timothy Chalamet.
Wow. So
Hey. Do you know what part of the Woad land is originally from?
which part?
The Himalayas.
Interesting. Anyway, so you can find up to 3 rituals in the bazaar.
Okay.
Of 6th level or lower.
Okay, great. So wait, we can only find 3 rituals?
Yes. Pick 3 rituals.
Cool.
Those are the ones you can buy.
Okay, so I have some ideas, guys.
Mhm.
How do you feel about Portal Jump and Wizard's Escape?
They
Those
sound
both sound
pretty
like they do
good.
something similar.
Tell me
What
what
do
they
they
do.
do?
So Wizard's Escape, for the ritual's duration, you and 8 allies can squeeze into and through spaces that a tiny creature can squeeze through, allowing them to fit into crevices, under doors, and through most barred gates or walls. An affected creature must still squeeze to fit into a space it could not normally enter. However, how this ritual manifests varies from caster to caster. It can allow creatures to squeeze their body as though boneless, to step through half dimensions, ripple in and out of smaller spaces, or anything else. So we can just like squeeze through the bars and potentially just jump out a window.
Yeah, can I get that go boneless?
boneless. Portal jump. The caster creates a teleportation portal that links a square adjacent to the caster and one unoccupied square within 20 spaces of the caster. A creature that enters a linked square can teleport to the other square by using one square of movement. The creature teleporting this way is dazed until the end of the next turn.
I didn't really catch any of that.
TLDR, we get into the prison, or even just within 20 squares of the prison.
That's 100 feet, I think. Yeah, 100 feet.
Of the cell, put down a portal. Potentially, if I'm thinking maybe with the right phasing, we can just do it above the cell and just basically create a teleportation circle and just hot swap locations and just teleport the guy right up. Wizard's Escape, we would still have to manually get in and out. I think it might have a higher chance of success. If we have both, that also gives us the opportunity to basically be going with getting really tiny, get the guy out. Once we get him in a seamount, we get to a predetermined rendezvous spot and just blip, teleport away 100 feet to a locked safe house or inside of a barrel or inside of a ship or somewhere, and just bank on the idea that they don't know how to follow us by teleport.
I like that. What would be the third one?
I don't know, but those are two ideas I have. If anyone has any opinions,
I like them.
There's also change self, which, like, just put it out there.
You're not gonna
That's
need that
a
one
nice
after
one.
Adventure.
There is also.
Oh, I want change.
Wait a minute. Hear me out. Deep pockets. For the duration of the ritual, 5 pockets or pouches sewn into the garment may each hold 50 pounds of weight or 5 cubic feet of volume, totaling 250 pounds. Items in the pockets do not change the garment's form or weight. The items may be retrieved as a minor action. We get someone into the prison and then just put a seam into my pocket and walk out the front door.
I think he weighs more than 50 pounds.
250.
250.
You'd have to chop him up
250
into 5 pieces.
It's 50 pounds per pocket, totaling 250 pounds.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It says 5 pockets or pouches sewn into the garment. Oh, may each hold 50 pounds. Damn it. Okay, so
I read that.
I got excited. I got excited. I see you had the same idea.
One big kangaroo pouch.
I definitely like change self, because then I could get past at least the main guard and into the prison where I can start casting fire and phantom chasm spells and incapacitate as many of the guards as possible. No? Frontal assault not shaking your jib?
I think
I don't think we're gonna need to do anything hostile. I genuinely think, like, maybe alter self to, like, or change self can get you in close enough to.
I'm thinking
grab a guy and teleport out.
I'm thinking if we were going to do that, Wizard's Escape also has a larger. Oh no, you're saying alter self like the spell. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, just to get yourself in to grab the guy. Also, how long do they all take to cast? Because they're rituals.
Portal jump takes 1 minute, but then the teleportation circle stays for 2 rounds, and then which we can do ahead of time. And then Wizard's Escape, the shrinking one, takes 10 minutes and it lasts 10 minutes.
And change self lasts for an hour. It takes a minute to cast, but it lasts for an hour. Kind of like
You
Viagra.
think we could bribe some guards to? Because this guy does magic as well. We should get him to learn these rituals or see what rituals he knows.
Who?
The guy in this that we're trying to break out.
Mm.
Because if he needs like ritual materials to do it, we can like see if we can't smuggle him into the prison
Oh my god.
in like his lunch.
That's
In his lunch.
the analogy of baking a cake with a file in it.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
But instead of a file, it's like I don't know, like a sachet full of like back guano or whatever.
I don't think he has any rituals that can let him escape from the prison.
Which means we're gonna have to send him the ritual scrolls as well.
You want him to learn a ritual in prison?
What else has he
Well,
got
it's
in
not
it?
the 8 hours,
We
it's
are
nothing
in,
but time.
the ideas phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lan angrily shouts that all true sailors respect the integrity of the ideas phase. And you'll get
All I'm
it
saying
fucking
is
right.
he's got nothing but time.
Oh, you need a healing surge and 35 gold pieces to cast Change Self.
Interesting.
The spell itself is 360 gold pieces if you can find it.
Now, how does that translate to like from like gold pieces to cigarettes for prison currency?
Very good question. I'm not sure. It depends on the region.
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
It's a real brain teaser, huh?
Well, we're actually getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, I really
So,
do like a combination of rubber bones or disguising to yourself to get yourself in and teleporting out.
so I just
The other
want to.
problem is because Asim is in a separate cell, we need to like figure out a way to get them in one place so they can both step on the teleportation circle.
Do they get like yard time?
I don't think so. If they did, I don't think they do anymore.
I would like to add to the list, partially not seriously, but there is a 6th level ritual called excavation. We could actually do it.
Really?
I looked into it, but it only evacuates one block of material at a time, and that would be a lot of fucking money to dig a tunnel.
Well,
Like
it's
at
also
that
for every
point,
10
let's
points
just-
of Arcana check, you can dig another. So, like,
Okay, hang on.
a high Arcana check helps you dig faster.
I have
Okay.
a high Arcana.
You know.
Just
What's it
like
called?
just putting it on the table. We don't necessarily have to do it.
Digging under the prison is back on?
Wait a minute.
Possibly.
What's it called?
Excavation.
There it is. Ooh, look at that. 1 square of earth and loose stones within 5 squares of you.
Oh, that's so funny. There's a ritual to stop things from getting dirty. Like, wow. It's called
Yeah, there's a lot
festivities.
of useless rituals in 4E.
Yeah, I've been looking. A lot of these are ass. But so far, we've got 2 that I think are pretty strong.
I like excavation.
I don't know about excavation, truthfully, but like it's in the ideas phase.
Huh.
Well, I'm getting real tired.
Aw.
It's only 8:21. I'm losing my touch.
Old man.
Yeah.
You're weak.
No.
So, do you have any that you would prefer to buy?
So I think so far the best plan that we've come up with is to use either alter self, or which the only problem with our alter self is we need to get whoever into the prison. No, Gelf, you can cast rituals, right?
He can.
So we need to get either multiple people or just you into the prison, get to the cell, cast portal jump on the ground, like do the ritual for it, get Aasim and the guy in one place, and then jump out of the prison. And then do that with either alter self, or personally, I like using Wizard's Escape because it allows 8 allies, which means that if shit hits the fan, all of us can be in there and not like have one guy get stuck alone in prison.
I need to fix that.
It also potentially means we can negate portal jump entirely because we can just shrink these guys and then just jump out a window. Like we just do a regular escape attempt, you know?
You know, I'm starting to think this would have actually been easier if Aasim didn't get arrested.
I mean, it's the same level of difficulty if we leave him there. So.
I am just gonna listen. I'm just gonna say it once. This is what happens when you skip the ideas phase.
Fair. Or when you try to have an ideas phase by yourself.
It'd be a time. You can't have an ideas phase by yourself. The ideas phase is all about.
You're gonna have to tell Aasim that, because that's the whole thing. That's the whole problem right now.
Oh, I feckin' will. I think you know what I spend 50 gold to cast sending to Aasim. You cannot have the ideas phase by yourself. Respect the ideas phase, and this shit would not have happened, you dumb son of a bitch. 25 on the dot. Let's go.
Did you at him with that? You should at him so that he can read it.
I'm on it.
Yeah, write it in the chat.
In parentheses at the end. This is a 50 gold charge.
Casted with sending. Sent from my sending zone.
Have the
I've
ideas phase by yourself. If you would have you cannot have the ideas phase by yourself. If you
Respect the idea phase.
Respect the ideas phase. This sent from my sending ritual.
I saw a post that was like, I wished my attorney a happy Thanksgiving, and they responded to like also wishing me a happy Thanksgiving, but they counted it as part of like billable hours and sent me an invoice for it. That's what this feels like.
Oh boy.
P.S. Attached is a 50 gold charge. Okay. So it's also violating. Could have said that in so many less words, but I need to drill this in. Okay. So I'm thinking at the moment, Wizard's Escape, we all shrink down, enter the prison through a window, possibly cast it again over another 10 minutes on Aasim and him. They on Aasim and the guy, they shrink down. We all just jump back out the window and escape into the sewer, maybe? Either escape into the sewer, or maybe we have somebody dressed like a homeless person waiting on the outside of the prison who just has like a barrel or a wheel or a wheelbarrow of hay or something, and we all just jump into that, and then they just wheel us away.
This doesn't really need to be a we all thing. I'm pretty sure Gelf could just do all of this.
I am so trying to plan for shit hitting the fan, and I cannot, Captain, I cannot, I simply cannot have another one of our crew stuck in prison alone that we have to do a third prison break. I can't do it. I don't have it in me to do a third prison break.
Then you do it. You have higher deception, and you can disguise yourself as a guard.
No, but you know what I mean? I'm just joking, but I'm so planning on shit going wrong and us having to possibly fight our way out.
You know what would be real easy if we have to fight our way out? Once you learn how to make our bones rubber.
I just realized we've literally
Wait,
broken
where-
into a more high-profile prison and broken out of it before.
He's
Wait.
made of rubber. How did that
Wait,
happen?
Why would our bones become rubber?
The spell that you're trying to learn.
Yeah, that's. Am I dumb? Am I missing something?
Yeah,
Spell
they
also lets
can't.
you squeeze through small spaces.
Yeah, they can't
So-
imprison us if our bones are rubber. What are they gonna do?
I mean, they can shoot
Also,
us.
no handcuffs can fit me when I become crab. I'm
That's-
unhandcuffable.
They pull out a tiny pair of claw cuffs. No, they pull out two
No,
rubber
my
bands.
one
Oh
weakness.
my,
It's
Oh
two
my
rubber
God.
bands. It's two blue rubber bands.
no, not the blue rubber bands. Oh my god.
Oh no.
But yeah, we can do this with one person. My vote is that we err on the side of like step 1, make the plan. Step 2, execute the plan. Step 3, wait for the plan to go off the rails. Step 3, make a new plan.
Wait, why would we make
Yeah.
a new plan then?
They're gonna hit Gillator with one of these babies. Hit Gillator with one of these.
Damn, they got my boy locked up.
They do. Free Gillator.
Hey yo, they got my boy Larry doing hard time.
No, not Larry. Oh
They
my
call
god.
him doing steroids. He got busted.
God, that's so
Oh.
funny.
They got him trafficking anabolic steroids out of rock bottom.
Now, if you use alter self to turn yourself, like disguise yourself as a guard, I can go with you as a crab.
My only thing is, if we do the ritual of like turning into rubber or tiny people or whatever, why do we need to use alter self?
To get
We
us in
can.
there to put the circle down in the first place. Because how far is the range?
The circle, 100 feet.
So we
There's a
put it
pos-
on one side of the wall of the prison, and then sneak into the prison and put it on the other side of the wall where we teleport out.
It's not that. It's you put it down and just say the other side of this is 20 feet to the left of me.
I see.
It's one thing. But I'm saying rather than having to sneak in with that, first of all, did it seem describe there being like a window or a viewing port or anything in his like cell?
He's underground. No.
Honestly, well, I was also saying if we're already really tiny, could we not just use that?
I don't
to
think it makes you
aid-
tiny. It just makes you able to slip through because
It
your
doesn't-
like bones are rubber.
It says that it can manifest differently per the caster. So once one of us
Oh.
picks the ritual, we can say, I turn really small. Or you could say like you're half phasing in and out of the Feywild and like use a nether portal, basically. Or like you can describe how it looks.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like multiple angles of approach here that we could do. So I get, but yeah, so then the third one, I guess, could be alter self. I don't know. I feel like there's No, here's the idea. We all get ourselves arrested on purpose.
I think
And I smuggle 100 gold of materials up my ass.
you sneaking in as a guard where you can very quietly perform this ritual, and while you're performing the ritual, you give Asim a signal to start picking his cell's lock so that he can get out at the time that you are ready to teleport.
Is it Gelf or me doing the ritual?
You have way more in deception. I think it needs to be you so that you can get in and be like, hey, I'm actually here to relieve you. Get out of this wing of the prison because I'm your relief.
Alternatively, we say that what was your sister's name again? Her rank and name?
What is it? Balera is her
Valeria?
name, but yeah. What's her Legate?
Legate
Yeah,
Balera.
Legate Balera.
You can basically tell me enough fake information about her, or like whatever, to basically we make the story like, yeah, this pirate that got arrested has a connection to Captain Gelator, and Legate or like Balera. Sorry, I already forgot her name. Wants me to interrogate him personally because we believe that he's intentionally withholding information that could lead us to his arrest.
Like, if we're sure she's not in the building, could you just walk in like her and be like, I'm personally going to question the guy that we've caught?
I think that is pushing it. I think that's pushing our luck. But I think if I'm like, I need to, like, I have a writ that requires me to personally interrogate this man.
I guess that could work. Plan B, if she is in the building,
Is she
pivot
personally in the
to
building?
what?
Do we know that she's in the building?
She has no reason to be in the building, but for high drama, she could be.
It's true. Ben does love his high drama.
I'd roll for it.
So plan A would be that. Plan B, if she is around, be like, "Hey, I'm relief. You're off duty. Go take a piss break. I'm gonna watch this wing of the prison for a second."
What
Which
the
I
heck?
suppose, as long as you did the talking, I guess you and Gelf could go in.
Plan C, because we're still in the ideas phase. I just say, like, we count on the idea that these guys might be crooked, and I say that I'm like some guy that Asim fucked over, or I can say that like disguise myself as a Phaedron and say like, yeah, this guy was like supposed to be smuggling something for us, and like he fucked us over. Can you give me a minute to go work him over so I can figure out like, and then we either try and bribe them or like, you know what I mean?
They're currently under the direct governance of a god king. I don't think they're corruptible.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then, yeah, I think the idea is like getting to be alone with Asim. Pause. So it's going with the approach of like, I am here to interrogate him for some reason. Because I need at least a couple minutes alone to do the ritual. So it's not like I can be around people when I'm like spraying salt water in the air and fucking dancing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You and Gelf go in, and however many guards are guarding that wing of the prison, you tell them go take a piss break. We're here to relieve you, so that they're gone.
I just feel like that's a higher deception check than just saying like, hey man, I just need like 3 minutes alone with this guy. I feel like that might be a higher deception check than selling it as like, hey, this, because also we'd be using to our advantage the fact that they know exactly who Asim is and that he knows us. So I'd be going in as like, yeah, we have private information that he's like, we know he's holding out on us. I am here to interrogate him because he's going to lead us to Captain Giltor.
All right, that
Like,
works too.
It's truthful. Like the best lies always have a degree of truth in them. And so the idea of like, yeah, we didn't know we were getting reinforcements versus like, oh, we've been trying to interrogate him for hours. No shit, somebody else is here to give it a shot.
Yeah, that works. Whatever you can say to get them gone, as long as you can get that wing of the prison. Because, like I said, Asim has lockpicks on him. He can get himself out, so you don't need to squeeze him through the bars. You just have to get the other guy. How do you have to like hold hands? How does this work?
You put a rune on the ground, and then they step on it, and it teleports them away. Now the only thing is, once you teleport with it, you're going to be dazed. So when we come through the teleportation, we're going to be kind of out of it for a bit.
I mean, as long as
Yeah.
you come out of it right next to us, we can just pick you up and go.
Yeah.
Y'all don't weigh that much. I could probably carry all three of you.
Okay, so to cross the river, you have a goat, a thief, and a bag of grain. So okay. So we wouldn't need. I feel like for future hijinks, we should consider investing in Wizard's Escape regardless. I'm just gonna say. Like,
Yeah,
just put
That's
that
a
out
good
there.
one.
Just put that out there, as I feel like for in the interest of future hijinks, the ability to
Agreed.
turn small and slip through the cracks of things definitely has potential. Mostly because as
I do it all the
revenge for
time.
this, as revenge for this, I can shrink a seam down real small and put him in a snow globe and shake it around a bit.
Well, I do that all the time as a crab. It's pretty fun. I recommend it.
Yeah, I agree. We can at least get that one. We can mark that on our list, shopping list.
Okay, so we would need now alter self is a spell that he was talking about. Are we talking about also buying change self as the spell?
Whatever can disguise you as a guard.
So change self physically changes me into another dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need the ritual. What I'm asking does so I need the rituals change self, portal jump, and wizard's escape.
Yes.
I'll be right back while you're planning. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Have fun.
Okay. So we're exiting the ideas phase into the planning phase.
Yes.
What's the plan?
Plan
In a
is
nutshell.
Hang on with it.
I turn into a member of the Legion. I go into the prison and I basically say that the thief Asim, who's a member of the Chimera Pirates, we've gotten a report that he's being held here because his crew is looking for him.
Oh, right. You're here to interrogate him.
I'm here to interrogate him privately because we think he's withholding information. Or we think there's sensitive information that he has that we need. I go downstairs to get a minute alone with Asim. Once I'm down there, I need to buy us at literally 1 minute, which isn't hard. I buy us a minute, cast the spell, or cast the ritual on the ground. If we know how deep underground they are, if he's less than 100 feet underground, I can literally teleport us straight up. Oh, that's the other thing. Where do I put the other end of the teleportation circle?
Yeah, I was thinking about that because do you have to see where it's going?
No, it doesn't say I have to see. No, but we'd have to have the geography of the prison. I guess we can go there at night and kind of case the place out.
I mean, I've previously cased the outside of it. I just don't know the inside.
Am I the goat or you? So yeah, we would need to build a thing of like because what we don't want to do is cast a teleportation circle directly into the middle of the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
But we do that and just zip out. Now, plan B, if we can't establish an end destination for portal jump, is we use the wizard's escape. I shrink them both down and swallow them.
Ew.
I have an idea.
I am not passing through
If you have the ability to shrink them all
digestive
down, we put the other end of the teleportation circle on the lid of a barrel. So we teleport you inside of a barrel.
I mean, the other issue is once again, where is the barrel?
On a what's it called? On a wheelbarrow that we will have outside of the prison, set waiting to wheel you away.
But that's the idea. Is I'm trying to figure out like, is the 100-foot radius put us outside of the prison, or is it going to teleport us
It's
inside
not.
the lobby?
Well,
I
100
don't
feet is
think-
20 squares. See how big this prison is.
Well, when Ben gets back, we can have him tell us based on Amandi's pacing whether that's the case.
Well, I've never
We
been
have, yeah,
inside,
pretty
so
so.
I can use a sending to try and get an idea of like, hey, how high are the ceilings, basically?
that works.
Like, how high are the ceilings? How big is it? Like, we can
Yeah,
get
when
a-
they were
we can
moving
try and-
you like through the
Yeah,
place
yeah,
to your
we
best
can
of your
make some-
recollection.
We can make some dungeoneering checks to try and draw like a rudimentary blueprint.
Besides, the main guy that we're here to save, like, he's smart enough to be able to make magic items. I think he knows well enough, like, how to categorize where they let him through and, like, the dimensions of the place. He should probably know.
Well, like I said, that's also a dungeoneering check for which I can give myself an automatic nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
So-
definitely think in order to get you out as stealthily as possible without the guards being like, "Hey, wait a minute, shouldn't you three who just magically teleported onto the street be in that prison?" Having you in like putting the other end on the like inside of the lid of a barrel that is inside of the wheelbarrow that we could wheel you away in, or like a cart of some kind that I'm sure this guy has as a stall operator.
I mean, we can do that. But the only problem is that moves up our time scale from 1 minute to 10 minutes because that takes 10 minutes to cast. Because Wizard's Escape takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, I see.
I think it's a way easier sell to be like, give me 1 minute. Like, that's all I need. I need 1 minute alone with this guy. There are questions I have for him that contain sensitive information. It's a need to know basis. You don't need to know. What harm can I do in a minute?
That's true. But if this guy does have like a cart of some kind, we can still like put drapes on the side of the cart and put the teleportation sigil like on the bottom of the cart. Just to
That's
give you
true.
guys like
I said,
a covered place to teleport. Because
Yeah.
the most suspicious thing I think you could do is be caught teleporting outside of a prison.
That's true. That's true.
I have an additional layer of the plan.
I'm listening.
So if we
Okay.
have both Lan and Gelf learn this teleporting spell, then One of them goes in to do the whole thing and teleports them out, and then the other one who is outside casts a second one, so we can all immediately leave this area to a separate location.
Okay.
I like
That-
that.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
And it lasts for 2 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, that's only 2 minutes. Um. Can anybody use it? Like, can they follow you if somebody sees you teleport?
I
Yeah.
believe they can, but I think I can dispel it. No, it's
Or
no, it's not. It just creates it and it lasts for 2 rounds. So they could hypothetically follow us if they know how to activate it. So Ben would have to be like, hey, they know because you have to use a movement action to do.
all right,
Yeah.
this is gonna
But they
sound
will-
crazy.
Mhm.
What if one of the rituals we do is we get that mold earth one, and we go with my barrel idea, but instead of putting on the lid of a barrel in a barrel, it's the lid of a barrel over a hole, like a several foot deep hole, like 20-foot deep hole, but just wide enough for the lid of a barrel to fit on. So we teleport you guys, it's facing up on top of the hole so that you could like walk off it. But then we immediately flop it down so that anyone who tries to follow you falls in the hole.
Yeah, that's cool. Like if we are doing this in initiative, then initiative will matter whether they're able to get through the portal before we can flip the thing.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so we
Also, whoever comes through the portal will be dazed still.
that's true. Okay, so Ben, here's the idea as the plan as we have it so far, okay?
Okay.
I learned the ritual change self. Disguise myself as a Phaedra. I go in and basically tell them like, hey, we got wind that a seam of the Chimera Pirates is here. I have some questions for him that are unfortunately of a need to know basis because they are predicated on sensitive information. I need to get a minute alone with him and then you can keep him. We don't need to take him anywhere. Just I need a minute alone. What harm can I do in a minute? Talk my way in. I get downstairs with him. Once I am downstairs with him, I slap him in the face, and then I spend the next minute casting the portal jump.
Okay, so you're doing the
Yeah.
leap one, the portal leap.
Yes, but we are going to buy the other ritual for future shenanigan purposes.
Okay.
So that I can shrink him real little and put him in a snow globe and shake it around. So
that's not how that works, I don't think.
Very important part of the plan. We what do you call it? So now the only thing this is predicated on is we would like to use if I have to, we will write to the guy in the prison, combined with the fact that Amandi already cased the place out before. We're going to attempt to build like a rudimentary blueprint of the place to find out where the portal jump would drop us. Because if the holding cell is directly underneath the lobby of the prison, kind of not super useful to teleport directly into the middle of it.
Right.
So if that's the case, or if it's not the case, like if we can do that, then Yeah, so we'll just teleport onto the street. We'll be dazed, and then potentially Gelf, as the other ritual caster, cast another portal jump that allows us to just immediately all hop in and escape into like an abandoned building or a sewer or something. We haven't figured that part out yet, but so far that's the basis of the plan.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So that's the idea as it stands. A couple of wrinkles. Number one, they would technically be able to. You can look at the spell. It says with a movement action, you can follow somebody through the teleportation. I don't know whether that
Anybody
means
can go through.
Now, I don't know whether that means you step on it and just get teleported, or whether you have to consciously decide to go.
It opens a portal in space, so you decide to walk through it. It's literally like the Portal video game.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I have to leave you there tomorrow.
Hey guys, give me a sec.
Still there.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
He's worried.
Okay.
Hang on. This is a political thing. Maybe mute myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should mute yourself anyway, but yeah.
I had
Who knows what your
suggested
mom might say.
if we're going to
stream.
teleport, or if they're going to teleport, we should find a stealthy way so that we're not just popping into the middle of the street.
Mhm.
Because the most suspicious thing you could do next to a prison is teleport.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So that's part of the thing we need to figure out is like, is there a chance that like, because the ideal scenario, right? Like the ideal scenario, is that this underground prison they're in borders like an old sewage tunnel or like a train or something, and then we can just teleport into that, and that also gives us our escape route.
Right.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, there's
how
no way to
loud is the
know if
ritual?
how loud. I don't think it's. I mean, it's definitely visible. I don't think it's that loud.
It has nothing stated about like a loudness of like anyone can hear it. It says nothing about that.
Yeah, it's definitely.
but I
It's
mean,
like Portal. It's definitely visible. It is
No, not like a sound effect, like you doing the ritual, like you saying "I have Newt" and
Oh yeah, I
nut
mean that.
of tree.
That's not super loud. Like if you're behind a closed door, somebody would have to roll perception to hear that. But it is not like subtle spell level.
Yeah, because what you could do as well is if you need to like muffle yourself, tell them that you're gonna torture Asim for the information, and then give him the signal so we can start screaming over you doing the ritual.
Yeah, like you couldn't do the ritual in a jail cell. They would definitely notice. But if you're in like a room, probably nobody will notice. I'd roll for it. But it's most likely that no one will notice.
So I would now, well, the problem is it needs to be outside because it needs to be Asim gets himself and the other guy out of the cells.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, we don't even need to get the other guy out of the cell. Presumably it's bars and he just has to step on it with like 1 foot.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that means I
Step
have
on
to
what?
do it, the teleportation circle.
It's not a circle. It is a portal that opens up. It would have to be in his cell.
It doesn't say. The way it describes it is it says
you create a teleportation
No,
portal.
you're right.
You have to enter the square, so it couldn't just be like touching it outside of a jail cell. Like you have to enter the square.
Has to be. I would have to cast it in the hallway, and basically just tell Asim, you have 1 minute to open your cell, get over to his thing, crack open his cell, and then
it would be 2 rounds, not 1 minute.
Well, I'm saying because the casting time is a minute.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That's very doable.
To pick 2 locks in a minute.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, so-
incredibly doable.
But yeah, so that's the idea. Yeah, that's the idea, is to do that. Now, I guess first of all, is it dungeoneering for us to build this like rudimentary kind of map?
Map of what?
To
Prison?
use the information that Amandi's got to be like, would this portal be able to get us distance-wise physically outside of the prison, like onto a street, or are we just going to teleport into the middle of the lobby?
Because
That's a
like you
good
could go up
question.
and to the side. It's a radius.
Yeah, it's 100 feet. I don't think that it's obvious because you don't know where the prison is. It's underground somewhere, but you've never seen it. You've never been inside. So only Asim would be able to describe where the prison is. And he was like, I don't know if he was blindfolded or not when I brought him in. I don't remember.
I do not believe he was.
I don't think he was.
feel
So
like
he
he
might
was.
be able to figure it out. So only he would be able to roll a dungeoneering check and then be able to relay what information he can glean from that, because he's the only one who's been down there. Or the other guy, if you
I was
want
gonna
the other
say,
guy to do it.
I very much want the other guy to do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've already asked Asim once, like, tell us what you see down there, and he was like, okay, so there are like 7 guards.
That is a
And,
good point.
in
It
the
seems
back south.
dungeoneering is only a 3 anyway, but it's probably better than this other dude.
I mean, that other dude is also smart enough to make magical items or whatever, so I feel like he would at least be able to say, like, yeah, so they led me down some stairs roughly, like, for this long, and the ceilings are this high over here.
Yeah. That is true, but would he give you enough useful information for you to be able to exactly pinpoint him is the thing. Because
We
you can't
don't-
see where he is.
So we don't need necessarily to pinpoint him. We just need to be like, hey, describe the room you're in. Okay, the room that I'm in, it's give or take 50 by 50, and I'm at the edge. And then go, okay, based on that, where are the stairs? Okay, so the stairs are, literally, I have had several, like the chapter of homework that I'm doing right now for my class is how to build blueprints. So motherfucker, don't test me on this. But it's like,
Right.
okay,
It's not
so-
easy.
So it's like,
Keep in mind the fact that he probably isn't looking at where all that stuff is right now. Like he's in a
well,
jail
no,
cell.
But I'm saying, I'm like, hey, okay,
He'd have to
it's-
redo it from
well,
memory.
all we need is give or takes. So I think it's give or take 100 square foot room. Okay, where are you relative to the stairs? So we came down the stairs are like, I'd say 25 feet from the wall.
Question.
And I'm like, and I'm far from that. Okay, so based on that, so that's about where we are. We have enough room. If it's gonna be a fucking razor edge, we might not want to risk it. But if it's like we've got 30 feet of clearance on either side, I'd feel comfortable taking the chance.
I have a question that might potentially save us a little time. Considering the bridges that Asim has burned, how much would the criminals in this area hate our crew? Because, like, potentially we could ask them if they have some blueprints that already exist.
You guys probably don't have the connections available to do that.
Okay.
We used to.
Yeah, Asim might have been able to do it. Even with his behavior as of late, he might have still been able to find somebody who is willing to help him out with a proper streetwise roll. But none of you guys have those kind of connections. You wouldn't be able to find out. I will say, if you want to message this guy for more gold, he can write back to you, and I will give him a dungeoneering check on a success. it will be that you could teleport from outside the building. On a fail, the way that he describes it to you is either not enough information or that the information reads as there's nowhere within 100 feet outside the building that could get into the prison.
Now, do we get anything for this based on the fact that Amandi specifically highlighted that she cased the outside perimeter of the building?
Yes, I will allow Amandi to give this guy advantage on the roll, which is +2. And since you're the one talking to him and you have really high dungeoneering, I will allow you to give him a +2.
So he's getting a +4.
He's getting a +4.
Okay.
However, because he is not experienced with this at all, not insight of any of the points that he would be able to actually like base this off of, and not like it's been at least a few days that he's been in here, if like at least 2 days that he's been in here. So he's already like probably delirious and beat up from lack of being taken care of properly. I'm going to say the DC is 20.
Jesus.
Is that even something possible for him to hit?
20 with a +4? Yes.
Hmm.
Just to roll a 17 or 6.
A 17. Yeah, you'd have to get a 17 or better.
You have to get a 16.
Yeah, 16 or better. So he has a 25% chance to be able to describe this to you accurately.
Fuck it. It costs 50 gold to figure it out.
Okay. Lanolin, roll me a d20. If it's a 16 or better, it succeeds.
Just a straight D20?
Yeah, we've already done the math.
Yeah.
16 or better.
Oh my god!
Hey,
So he is able to describe to you the points that he has gotten. Like the stairs were this far away, and then I rounded a corner, and then they threw me in the cell. And he is able to describe to you enough detail that you can stand just outside of like the western wall of the guardhouse, which is like a branch, a wing of this municipal building.
Mhm.
You can stand just outside the wall and be within range.
So here's another question. Knowing that we have that much information, do we even need to deception into the building, or can we just pinpoint a location well enough that I can say, hey, Asim, pick the lock on the inside, get yourselves in position. When I say go, it's go time. I'm gonna pop the portal. Like, how specifically can I pinpoint it from the outside, or do I need to be inside?
Well, they're also
Yeah.
being watched by guards, so if he's trying to escape his cell, they're going to be doing something about that.
Yeah, so that's the other snag of it, is that you know roughly where the dungeons are underneath your feet on the street, but you don't know pinpoint like exactly where it is, and you would have to know exactly what square to cast the spell in order to make the portal work, like pull this off. So the only way to do that would be to visually see it.
Okay, so I'd still have to be inside, but I have enough confidence to get us out.
Yeah, like as long as you've seen the place you're teleporting beforehand, you can do it. So if you got inside somehow, got in his jail cell, and then cast the spell, you could reliably put the portal on the outside because you've already seen that spot.
Yeah.
Because presumably, once he talks you through it, you guys case the joint and find the spot he's describing.
Yeah.
It would just be like you wouldn't be able to go into the dungeon from there reliably. I'd kind of have to put the portal randomly on the map, and then you'd have to go from there.
I think that's
Oh.
fine.
No, that's okay. So now, following that, like knowing.
I should say when I say I think that's fine, what I mean is I think the original plan is fine of like we know where to put the portals and I trust that you can bluff your way in.
Yeah, no, I understood. I'm just trying to think. The only thing we need to figure out now is the escape plan for once we get through the portal, because we're going to be dazed. And we need to
Well,
get
all you really need is somebody on this side to push you through the next portal.
Are we doing
I think
that?
dazed. I don't think dazed stops your movement.
Yeah, but if we want having to fight our way through, or like they sound an alarm and call reinforcements from the outside, we're not going to be in a position to fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dazed.
So dazed
Creature
is
doesn't get its normal complement of actions. It could take either a standard, a move, or a minor action.
Yeah.
So you can still move, but
Yeah, but so are we going with the plan of second portal?
I think we should.
I don't necessarily know if we need second portal more than like if we just put portal number 1 in like a cart of some kind or in such a way that like
Well, remember, it's going to be it seems like it's a pretty big portal. Right? Like,
It's-
Ben, how big of a
it's
portal?
5 feet, right?
the portal, I mean, yeah, it's literally like the video game. So like one person at a time can go through. But I mean, as long as everybody starts within five or whatever movement.
He's talking about the idea of like getting a cart or a wheelbarrow or something, and then putting a false top of hay on it, and then just hiding the portal in that.
Hiding the portal inside of
Like
art?
putting the
No.
portal on
That's
the-
not at all what I said. If anything, we just put a tarp over it. But even that's probably like it'll just fall through the portal. I just mean,
I mean, you can put it inside
like,
of
if anything, like
tarp.
from the what's it called? Like in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, like what Kayla posted in the chat. My suggestion was putting the portal on the lid of a barrel so that we can close the barrel when we're done with it so that no one can follow us.
I misunderstood, but I actually really like that.
Yeah. You could do that.
Yeah, the cart is just to help us get away and like hide the portal better.
The portal's not going to move with.
No,
a
it's our
cart?
getaway ride. It's not to move the portal, it's to move us.
Oh, okay. The portal's going to
Oh,
close in 2 rounds.
I was saying is like something to like hide where we're coming at, like because if they see us coming out of a portal from the side of a prison, that's going to be real sketchy. So I was suggesting the cart not as like a getaway vehicle, but as like cover.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying now. Like, once the three of us get through the portal, slam a lid over it and put something heavy.
Yeah. So that way we
Okay.
can't be followed, and also we have cover of like, no, we were just standing near the prison. We didn't just teleport out of it.
Wait, you can't be followed where? Like into the portal?
Yeah, because if the guards see them teleporting, they can follow them.
Wait. If the guards inside the prison see them teleporting, they could follow into the portal, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. How is having the portal in a barrel going to stop that?
Because we put the lid back on the barrel and put a big rock on top of the lid. So they go through the portal and they're just in a barrel.
Okay, and you're going to set all that up before the heist?
Well, yeah.
well, no, we're not going to do any of that shit before the heist. But as we come out of the portal, a dramatic voiceover will explain that we did it before the heist, and it will be made so. What those idiots didn't know is I'd have my guy on it sourcing up the big rock for days, and then the music will go.
Yeah, where are you gonna get a big rock?
I don't know, Ben. The voiceover hasn't started yet explaining where we got it. Don't you know
It doesn't
the
need to
first
be a big
goddamn
rock.
thing about heisting?
It doesn't need to be a big rock. It could be anything heavy.
Just sit another barrel on top of it.
Yeah. A crate of some kind.
Okay, so
This
real
guy
quick,
owns a magic shop. He's probably got boxes of stuff.
so real quick, who is footing the bill for all these rituals?
Asim?
Yes.
In the short term, however, do we want to make it an even split of like each one of? I'll pay for the most expensive one. But it's 520 for Wizard's Escape, 360 for Portal Jump, and 360 for Change Self, unless Ben wants to change the prices or let us roll for it.
That's assuming we can
No, those
find
are the
them.
price. So you
Wait.
make sure that you're looking at what is it? The actual component cost and not market price.
Oh, I was looking at market price.
Market price is if you're
25.
paying somebody to do the ritual for you.
Oh, I thought it was that. I thought that's paying for the scroll to learn the ritual forever. I
Oh,
thought the component cost is what it costs every time you want to cast it. Like these are the components that are burned up to cast this ritual.
no, that's
That's
component
why.
cost.
Yeah, we haven't even bought the rituals yet.
Wait,
We're
wait,
talking
wait.
about splitting the cost of buying the
That
rituals.
yes, Ben. That is component cost.
Wait, what?
I'm saying who's paying the money for us to learn the rituals, which is 360,
yeah.
360,
You're
and
gonna have to haggle for
520.
that.
Oh, yeah, definitely try to haggle for that. And because those are generally like actually useful things that we can use for future, not just this, I'm fine with assisting and paying for that.
It is really suspicious. It's like going to a Walmart and looking the cashier in the eye as you're buying duct tape and a shovel. It is a
Mhm.
suspicious collection of rituals to be buying at the same
Dude, this
time.
ain't Walmart. This is the black market. This is a fucking like
It's
you're
no,
getting
no,
a
this
gun
is
show loophole with
well,
this
no,
one.
this is that Key and Peele sketch where the guy goes to a fucking pawn shop and he's like, "Do you have a bow and arrow and a stick of dynamite and rollerblades and a suit of knight armor and like a big bag with a money symbol drawn on the side?" And he's like, "You're trying to shoot out the window of a bank with a bow and arrow and then launch a grappling hook and zip line, or is it a zip line across the gap onto a pair of rollerblades where you're going to deflect the bullets from the guards wearing a suit of knight armor."
Oh my god.
He's like, no, but do you think that would work if I wanted to do that? If someone wanted to do that, not me. So, yeah, I'm saying I'm willing to pay the 520 or whatever the most expensive one is. So I guess I'll roll to haggle for this. So, I guess first off, whoever this scroll salesman that we're speaking to, right?
Okay.
First thing I'm proposing is I'm gonna go in and just try and negotiate for one of the spells to get the price for it. And then I ask if I buy another spell, would he give me a discount on both? And then try and like, fuck it, like, yeah, guys, as long as we're here, what if I buy all three? Like
Okay, so
pretend
you're
that I'm
looking for
like indecisive about which one of them I want to buy, and then act like you wore me down of like, if I just buy all three, would you give me a discount kind of thing?
Yeah, see if he's running a buy two get one free sale.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of indecisive of like all of them, but like, fuck, like, would you be willing to, if I'm having a moment of weakness, like, act like I think I'm getting a good deal, but make him believe he's fucking me over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the game here.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you're able to search through the bazaar and find somebody who sells ritual spells.
mhm.
Riyadh's Ritual Services.
Okay. I'm a little upset.
Riyadh's Realm of Rituals.
Thank you very much. Okay. I see Riyadh's Ritual Services and just go, I think we can do better. And then we go down the street and find Riyadh's Realm of Rituals and go, now this is a man who I trust with my rituals.
Absolutely, that is what happened.
It's Riyadh's Ritual Realm.
So you find this guy who sells rituals.
Is
And,
is this Riyadh or is this a guy that works for Riyadh?
This is Riyadh.
Okay, I only want to talk to Riyadh.
So he starts. He welcomes you into his like around his stall that he
Into
had
his-
set up.
into-
Actually, he
into-
probably has
into
one of
his-
those
into his realm.
into his realm. He has probably one of like the bigger like tents that you'd have to like go inside of his tent. And it's like,
Oh, please tell me the entire stall is a layman's tiny hut.
Yeah, it's actually bigger
Yeah.
on the inside.
yeah, not a whole lot bigger, but
Well,
like it is
that's
the size of a.
Well, that's the advertising is like, oh, how good are your rituals? Well, you're standing in it, aren't you?
Yeah,
fair
it's
point.
literally like a tent in the bazaar that only fits like a 5-foot space, but you go inside and it's like an entire room, like
So
an
it's
entire
laying-
This is
showroom.
why I can legally call it a realm, because it is technically
Yes.
a pocket dimension.
Right, the other guy he can.
Oh fuck! What's a Middle Eastern sounding name that starts with L?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Lior?
That starts with a T.
That starts with a T? Oh, I don't know.
David's not here. He'd be able to tell us.
Yeah. Why?
Because it's Tahir's tiny tent.
Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, he so he welcomes you into his realm of rituals, and he's like, "What can I interest you folks in?" You're looking, and he suggests a bunch of like ridiculous shit, like you look into
Lower Water, the powerful 6th level ritual that lowers the water level of a given area.
wait, what? Lower water is a 2nd level ritual. First of all, he says.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Lower water is on the list as a 2nd level ritual.
Still,
That's
what a powerful
insane.
incantation.
What? Wow, fucking wild. Okay, so he says, "Oh, you look like intrepid sailors. You looking to get maybe a summon winds ritual to fill your sails, or?"
Oh shit! Can we do that?
I already
Yeah.
have it.
Oh. Why are you doing that more?
Perhaps blinding bombs would be you'd be interested in. And he pulls out like a scroll case that's got like red and yellow like tape around it. It says like a caution tape almost. Oh, you guys look like you need something like this. And he pulls out a blue piece of parchment, unrolls it, and it's a water walk spell.
Like, jeez. All fine products to be sure, but we're more in the market for something a tad more eclectic.
I see.
And I say, first of all, I say, what do you have in the way of teleportation?
Teleportation, huh? Let me see what I got here. If this website would.
Yeah, his little goat legs get tired walking everywhere.
Do you want me to send you the link for the
No,
thing that I'm using?
I have it.
Okay. I'm on the dnd4.fandom.com.
Oh, I'm on the 4E
I
What's it
stopped
called?
I stopped using that because there's actually a lot of rituals that aren't listed that came in supplementary books.
Really? This thing has all the supplementary books.
I found several things that I have not seen on there.
Like what?
Like fucking pretty sure like Portal Jump.
Like
Portal
your
Jump's
mom.
on here. I'm looking at it.
Damn,
Like
maybe
your
I'm just
mom.
dumb. Maybe I'm just dumb.
I don't know. All right, it's fine. He pulls out Portal Jump, and he's like, "Well, this is the best teleportation that I have. I don't have a whole lot of teleportation spells. Those are much more difficult to come by. I don't have any like gate scrolls or anything, but I got this. This will get you out of a bind in a pinch."
Oh, that'll be an excellent one there. And while we're at it, though, I say, speaking of getting out of a bind, and I look at him like, do you remember that time? And it's like, I say, and I say you'd find yourself stuck in a situation where you might need to proverbially or literally slip through the cracks a bit. Would you have anything in the market for that?
Hmm. Yeah, I think I got something like that.
An escape for wizards, perhaps.
Yes. He has all three of the scrolls that you're looking for
Yeah.
when you like talk back and forth. He's like, "Yeah, I got these rituals you're looking for."
I say,
Um,
not quite sure. I'm not quite sure which one it's catching our fancy at the moment. What would be the price for Portal Jump per se?
Oh, Portal Jump. That's a. Let's see. He goes, "Portal Jump's a rare find. I could part with it for let me run the numbers here. 800.
800. Say, and what about
I know what I have.
I know what I have. And I say, oh, and I have no doubt of that, sir. I would never call into question. I say, I would never call into question a man such as yourself. I say, what about the others per se?
Yeah, he says change self would be 700, and Wizard's Escape is 1,000.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Hey, it's not your money. It's a seams. We're the guy he's busting out of. We're busting out of prison.
It's about we're not. That's not what's happening.
I'm sorry, what?
Never you mind that. Okay.
There is a discretionary charge included with these magic items.
I see.
I know, but everyone knows about the discretionary charge. It's like tax. You just assume it's gonna be there at the end. And I say, okay. Now, say if I was to buy, and I say, I'm asking first, just like, is that truly the best you could do? As you say, we're just humble sailors, a bit hard on our luck this way, and sure the winds have not been so kind to seafaring folk these past few weeks.
He holds up the wind spell and he's like, "Well, I got something for that."
I say, unfortunately, then I laugh and I say, and where were you about a year ago when a merchant in what is a place that people here wouldn't like?
Wouldn't like Phaedros.
What's like a somewhat like not they'd attack us, but like, oh, those fucking bastards, like they're all crooks over there.
Probably Capital.
I say, and where were you a year ago when that bastard in Capital took me for 1,100 to learn that one?
Well, I was here, so shame you weren't.
And I say, a mistake that, as you can see, I'm keen to rectify, but nonetheless. And I say, is there any better you can do?
As I promise, we'll still find a way to ensure that fair business is done. As I say, what say you if I were to take portable jump and change self at the same time? Is it what could you do for both?
Portal jump and
Say,
change self?
and I say you could do.
I could do 1250.
See, 1250. So that's what is that? 1250. What's 1250 divided by 2? Yeah, I don't know.
625.
I went to public school. I went to public school and Land didn't graduate. So okay. So 50.
625,
I say-
by the way.
Great. I know. I heard. And I just did the math. It's 625. I'm nodding. Then I'm like, okay. And I say, well, I think no. I'd have to, and I say, I'll have to go and speak to me captain. I say I'll have to go and speak to my bosun. As you understand, he controls the money and he's a tight-fisted bastard.
That would be the quartermaster, but yeah.
I say I'll have to go speak to me. Well, we ain't got one of them. Land's pulling overtime.
Yeah.
And I say I'll have to speak to the quartermaster. He's a tight-fisted old bastard, but if I can convince him, and I say if I polish up me silver tongue a bit before going to speak to him, if I take all 3, what would no? And I kind of wave it off of like as soon as I say it, it's like nah, fuck it. Like he's never gonna. And I just so I know because it'll eat me up if I don't at least ask. What could you do for all 3?
For all 3? So you don't want the wind spell, huh?
No, I told him I already know it.
You know summon winds?
I know.
I know.
Yeah, I know
passing
summon
wind.
winds.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you knew that one.
Yeah, I always forget to look at my rituals when we're in the middle of sailing checks.
Okay, let's do some quick maths. For all 3, I can do $2,100. And if you'd like to try to roll to lower that more,
the only thing is, and I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm telling you that Lan has caught on to it. That means that the price of each individual one has gone up. Because it went from 625 to 700 per piece.
625 to 700.
2,100 divided by 3 is 700. 1,250 divided by 2 is 625.
Wizard's Escape was a lot more than the other 2.
Oh, I see.
Wizard's Escape was 1,000.
Okay, I get you. Okay, so that is a
Total
good.
would have been 2,500.
No,
Hold
I
on.
get you.
1,000. Yeah, so all 3 of them total would be 2,500. He's saying 2,100. He's giving you $400 off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to roll a diplomacy, we can keep negotiating back and forth here.
No, I got you.
And as soon as you want to lock in a price, if you want to roll diplomacy, I will take that much % off.
Or you can take suitcase number 5.
Wait, hang on. So
I will take a percentage off based on a diplomacy roll.
For the diplomacy roll, do you need me to throw out a number? Because it involves me doing math.
Yeah, you don't have to do math. He's settled on 2,100. If you would like to negotiate down, you can just do a diplomacy roll.
I'm going to roll diplomacy.
All right, go ahead and give it to me.
To like. Yeah, I'm going to roll diplomacy. Just trying to make it like the.
Your diplomacy is good enough that on a nat 1, it would just stay the same price.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw it bounce off the nat 20, and I was about to crash the fuck out.
If I got a third nat 20 tonight.
In a row.
Who knew the key to land success is a C being in jail?
Yeah, what if we just left him there?
It's like
That's certainly cheaper.
It's what do you call it? No, it's like when you go blind and so your other senses compensate for it. It's that everyone starts rolling better when one of the crew goes to prison.
You are so mean.
You ever see the thing of it's a joke about there's a guy who has really shitty hearing and he has really like it's an old sketch from like a British comedy show, and the guy's like claiming that he's blind and like, you're not blind, you can clearly see me, and he's like, oh, that's because I'm deaf. And like, you're blind and deaf, and he goes, yeah, well, when I went blind, my hearing increased in order to compensate for my eyes, and then I went deaf, and so my eyesight increased to compensate for my ears, so now I'm just a little nearsighted and I can't hear too well out of my left ear.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, this is not okay. So yeah, he says 1,700. Best I could do.
1,700. I say, my friend, I think we have ourselves a deal.
Okay.
As I just kind of dap him up. That's about 566 per scroll. Yeah, it's 566.66 repeating per scroll. I'm not mad at that. Considering, I'm curious, what mathematical formula did you use to determine the value of these?
I roughly multiplied them by 2 and then spitballed it from there.
Okay. Is
Because
everyone
you have
else
to make a profit?
Is everyone else happy with 566 per scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, so each of us are going to spend 566 gold.
I'll take it.
Wait, all 5 of you, or
No, sorry, I honestly, because of the message that came through earlier, I forgot Greg was here.
oh, that's right.
So I didn't see that you were back. So just,
I'm
I
back.
guess, me, Amandi, and Gillator.
I'm down with that.
I'm fine. I'm not like in the building with you, but yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, 2, 4.
Okay.
So 566 gold.
Well, 566 gold and 66 silver.
I don't think we need to do that.
I'm keeping track of my silver.
Am I supposed to be?
So 2,482.
Whip out the old calculator.
It's 10 silver to a gold, right?
I have 2,261 minus
How much was it
566.
again?
So I still have 1,695 gold left.
I have 2,485 gold.
Okay, so that covers. Actually, no. I guess the more efficient way was 1,700. We should have just done 1,700 divided by 5, and then we each would have only had to spend 340.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. It's only money.
It's only money.
We're only fronting the money for a scene anyway.
That's a good point.
Yeah, keep track of this as part of the tab.
Oh, you bet your sweet bippy I am.
What's his tab even up to at this point?
Let's go to the chart, shall we?
So
You've been
shall.
keeping notes on it?
oh my god, yes. So
Every sending spell we've used.
his sending spell tallies in so far at 150 gold.
Okay.
And that's just the
Is
phone
it-
bill.
That's just to send to him.
Okay.
To send it to the other guy is at 300 gold. So I'm
Oh
not decided yet on whether or not I'm billing a scene for this guy's bill.
So you've talked to the other guy twice as much as you've talked to Asim in this mission.
That's
He's been
correct.
twice
because-
as useful.
No, well, because the first couple times. Sorry,
no.
actually, my bad. I forgot. 350.
Because you just talked to him recently.
Correct. Each time, remember the first couple times we talked to him, it was like,
Yeah,
"Hello,
he
Lan, it
kind
is
of
good to
fucked
hear
up.
from you." Yes, so that's why. So I'm not decided on whether or not I'm billing a scene for his hours. It depends on how well this rescue attempt goes, and I swear to God, and Asim, skip forward like 10 seconds if you're listening back to this, because I don't spoil this. If we bust him out of prison and his ass says something like, "Huh, it's about time," oh, I'm doubling it.
you you know he's gonna say that.
If I
Oh
bust
my
him out
God.
if we get to the prison and we get a, "Huh, it's about time," or "Look what the cat dragged in," or something like that, I'm tripling the bill.
God, I can't. We can't do any of this yet until next time when he's here to get that reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
God, that's
So-
so funny.
That combined with the 1700, we have 50 gold plus 350 gold plus 1700 gold equals a total of 2100 gold.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you
wait,
say
I
50 or
forgot
150?
50.
Wait,
No,
I
sorry,
thought it was
150. No. You're correct. So that's plus another 100 gold. So it's 2200. Now, we actually need to go a bit further with this because we need to factor in the 35 gold that it's going to take me to cast Change Self. Then we need to factor in. So let's see. We have
Oh, the ritual costs for the portal spell.
2200 plus 35 plus 75 gold for portal jump.
Well, he's racking up quite a bill.
Are you going to charge him for enacting your own plan, though?
I'll charge him half.
Only if it works.
No, that's a good point. No, that's diplomatic, I think. So plus what's 35 divided by 2 is it's 15, 17 and a half. I'll round it down to 15 for him. I'll be nice. So it's 22.15. What's 75 divided by 2? I'll round it up to 40 just to be a dick.
What?
Never let him know your next move. So that means
What the fuck?
that he now owes us 2,255 gold.
Considering he currently has no money, his next couple paychecks are just going to be split between
Does he
us.
not have any
I'm
money?
garnishing. We're gonna be garnishing his wages.
Oh God. Yeah, he doesn't have any money. Even if you don't count the fact that all the money he had, his coin purse, was taken from him by the guards, he has no money.
Yeah,
He's
he spent
broke
all
as
of it
fuck.
recently.
God damn.
So he owes us 2,255 gold pieces, accounting for for ritual components.
God, that's so funny.
I will also note, each of these rituals costs a healing surge in order to use.
Are you charging
So-
for that?
I'm going to back charge him my medical bills. So
Those are a renewable resource.
Hey, quick thing. Did you know that other people apparently can assist you in casting and they don't have to be ritual casters?
What?
Really?
How the hell does that work?
Yeah,
That
like
shouldn't be a
I was
thing.
just looking at it. You can get people to assist you and they can help with components. Like if you need somebody to spend healing surges, you can have somebody else spend the healing surges while you're casting the ritual.
Oh,
Okay. You know what?
Like that kind of thing. Here, I will post it.
We will.
I mean, yeah, it's a ritual sacrifice.
yeah.
That's actually different. That's if the person you're including is not willing to do it, then it's a ritual sacrifice because you can sometimes do that too.
I'm
That's
gonna
fucking cool.
throw. I am gonna throw an extra 10 gold on top, so it's 2,265 now.
Just because you can.
Kinda.
This is capitalism right here. This is corporate greed. This is you're putting on a search like a service fee.
This is an
I mean-
allegory for the United States healthcare system.
I mean,
This is an allegory for
If-
Grubhub.
I mean, this
if
also would have
anything-
been easier if he wasn't in prison. Then he could have given us like, connections to the underworld that could have gotten us blueprints and stuff. So, I feel like that extra time.
he could
is
have
fair.
broken it. He could have broken it and stolen the rituals.
No, the one thing that him being in the jail helps with is that we now only need 1 minute's worth of a ritual for the teleportation instead of 10 minutes for like the rubber bones because he could pick the locks.
That's true, I suppose.
So he's saving us 9 minutes.
It's also think about all the great bits we've gotten out of it.
Hey,
Yeah.
quick question.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's like super specific on when you cast it on a surface, does it only show on one side of the surface? And also, if you were to cast it on the bars as the surface, would you see the portal on both sides?
The bars cannot be the surface. It'd be on a wall or something. Or
Okay.
floating in midair. Floating in midair works too.
Can we cast it on the floor in the middle of the bars so he can just step, like not have to fully unlock the cage?
No.
Hmm. Okay. So all this ritual stuff makes me feel like I'd like Amandi to be a ritual caster because like having a couple spells sounds nice. Unfortunately, you have to be proficient or trained in either religion or arcana, and I am in neither. So
Yeah.
See, Gillator knows that
I mean,
it's
there's
not just
also-
about what you can do. You got to hire people who can do what you can't. Which is why I have 2 magic users and a guy who could pick locks and Amandi.
and Amandi's got an axe.
Yeah.
Don't forget Scuttle.
You know how effective that axe has been thus far?
Yeah.
It's kind of in the
I,
crux of most of my plans.
Maximally, I think.
Amandi being incredibly adept at killing has gotten us out of so much.
I was
Wouldn't
doing a
it-
bit.
intimidation factor is really good too.
Wouldn't it be a bitch if we got to the prison and Asim was like standing outside of it going, "Where the hell were you guys?"
I'm
I mean, that'd be
quadrupling the
fine
team.
because then there's less trouble afterwards that we have to deal with, and we just give them the charge up front. Unless he left the other guy behind, and then I would be upset.
Damn, we didn't consider the Indiana Jones maneuver
What?
where we, instead of just getting Asim arrested, we replaced the guy in the jail with Asim and then let Asim break himself out.
Yeah, dang, that could have been good.
How is that Indiana Jones?
Like the sandbag and the idol.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be a hell of a spell.
That would be a good idea.
Yep.
Honestly, at that point, it would have been more effective if one of you guys got captured so that you could have seen the inside of the jail cell and then teleported both of you out.
Well, that was also before we got teleportation abilities. So
Mm-hmm. That's true. That was also before you
think
had
the
concept
important
of a
thing-
plan.
I think the important thing is that we can all agree that going forward from here on out, no one should ever go to prison if we can avoid it. I think we can all,
yeah.
like, looking around, like, I think that's the takeaway that we've learned today.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Asim being in jail for a day or two saved us like a whole 9 minutes on the plan. I think that's worth it.
It also costs us some time on the plan.
How?
It also costs at least one of us almost 400 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that someone's gonna be Asim later. Yeah, I think the plan's basically set.
So what is the plan?
The plan is Lan is going to disguise himself as a guard using Chain Self. He's going to sneak down, or he's going to get down into the prison, and he's going to tell the guard guarding the wing of the cells that Asim and the guy are in,
Mhm.
hey, you all need to clear out. I need a moment alone with Asim. We need to interrogate him on orders of Legate Valeria. And
Interrogate Asim?
yes. Asim, because they're in the same like wing of the prison, right?
Yes.
they're neighbors
Asim
now.
did tell you that they said that they're next to each other now.
So we're gonna get the guards away from there. While Lan is doing his ritual, which takes 1 minute, Asim is going to unlock his own cell, as well as he's going to run over and unlock the other guys, so that they are ready to go as soon as the ritual is done. We're going to teleport out of there, and from there, probably back to the safe house.
Okay.
To like regroup.
Okay. As a reminder, the second teleport will also leave an open portal behind us for another round. So we maybe don't want that to go directly into the safe house.
Yeah, we might not need it the second teleport if we
I
can get away.
The
think we were
second
doing
portal
second
cannot
teleport.
get to the safe house. It's
I didn't
not
think-
close enough.
Like some amount of distance.
I didn't think we were doing second teleport.
Yeah, it's only 100 feet. We don't really need it.
Now, what we can do is once we get to the safe house. Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
This is-
especially if we manage to, like I said, put the
If I got it right,
put the
this is the
portal
plan,
on like
right?
the lid of a So if we put the portal on the lid of a barrel and flip it over and cover it with like a heavy box or something, so it's the portal's just like facing the dirt and the guards can't get to us from behind, then we don't really need a second teleport.
So this is the plan as I've heard it. Is that right?
Landis guys, the garden interrogates the scene, takes him.
Now we also, if we really need to, we have another emergency out.
What's that?
A 10-minute quick and dirty jump to the Feywild, where we can hide out for a little bit until they stop looking for us.
That's right.
Now, it's not 100%. We specifically don't want him to take Asim to a different room. We want him interrogating him in the cell.
Okay, then how are you gonna get away from the guards?
The portal.
But the guards are gonna
We-
be standing around you.
No, we tell part of
I'm
it
gonna
is
say-
you need to leave
I'm gonna
because
say
this
that-
is sound sensitive information.
I'm going to say that the questioning that I have for him, unfortunately, relies on information that, as of right now, is on a need to know basis, since we think there might be, like, we need to control the flow of information as it pertains to the Chimera Pirates, especially since we have reason to believe that we think he might be trying to pull one over on you, and we don't know what he's told you already.
Okay.
Like, we don't want to contaminate the information pool.
Gotcha. I don't know how well that will work.
With a high enough deception check, anything is possible.
Fair enough.
The other plan that I had was for Gelf to go with him so that it's two of them. And because Gelf can also learn to alter self.
Yeah.
And
Yes, I can.
For the lie to be we're your relief, you're free to go.
That might work better.
Now, see, my thought was, if I say, "Hey, this is a thing that like the Leggett is sending us with," and blah blah, they might not know it's happening, and I can convince them this is just a weird turn of events.
It is
They know-
possible, but that's highly
know-
irregular.
But they
of,
know.
of
I figured they
operating.
know what time their relief is coming.
Fair enough, but so does
Like-
Land, or so does Asim.
Yeah, but then what do we do about the actual relief that's coming? Also, Asim kept saying, "Yeah, they don't get relief. It's the same guys."
No, they have a guard rotation.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just the downstairs shift rotating with the upstairs shift. But it's new
Um,
people.
Yeah,
As long as you're within a reasonable window where you're like 10 minutes early, it's like, oh, you're free to go.
yeah, it's not 100% like
Okay, then in that case, we should consider
it's
doing
not
change
all the
self.
same guys all the time.
Then in that case, we should consider doing the change self plan. How many guards are on rotation downstairs?
That is the one piece of information Asim gave us.
He, like, out of character, he gave us the wrong number. But in character, yeah, he did give us that information. If we trust him.
Hey, dungeon jail. He said there's 3 guards watching the hallways in the prison area. But there's like a dozen guards in the entire dungeon complex, and they rotate out every once in a while. And then he hasn't seen outside of the prison hallways, but presumably like all these guys like rotate out with different guards who come in for their shift. And then these guys go back to the barracks or something later. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that somebody new would be showing up to relieve these guys at a certain point.
And if you show up a little early for the shift change and they point it out, you're just like, oh, my bad. I mean, I can go and you can keep waiting if you want. Just to like kind of incentivize them.
Like,
to
it's
take-
like I can go, but between you and me, if you want, like, I'm already here. If you want to knock off like 10 minutes early, I'm not telling anybody.
Right.
Now, if we
Not so
really
much
need
your
as
deception
well,
check than the other suggestion of interrogating him, I feel like.
What's up?
if we need 3 people to go because there's 3 guards that need replacing, I also recently came into possession of Phaedron armor for our last sneaky endeavor,
Mhm. Yeah, I was gonna point
and
that
I
out.
can go with.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that works.
damn. So now it's basically the entire crew but Amandi going into the prison.
Well, Amandi's guarding the portal, which I feel is an incredibly important job.
You know what? Fair.
If I were a random, like a, what city are we in? Pesh?
Pesh.
If I was a random Pesci on the street, I would want to avoid
Perhaps
Amandi
named
too.
Joe.
Yeah, your average Joe Pesci.
Ben, can Daniel please get a point of inspiration for that?
No, I came up with that.
Oh, you said your average Joe Pesci?
I said perhaps Joe Pesci, and then Daniel rephrased it.
I like your average Joe Pesci better. Daniel, you're going to be starting Star Wars next week with a free fate.
That's funny. Yeah, you can do whatever you want in your game.
That's a pun point for you. Ben, the fate point will in fact be coming from you.
No.
That's hilarious. I don't have any left. At least I don't think I do. Maybe I have one left. I don't remember.
You'll be starting with -1 fate points.
No! How the hell does that even work?
You owe me one now. Anyway.
Okay, but yeah, I think you have a solid plan. I think you have the solid concepts of a plan.
Thank you.
I think this is the best we could do for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I think that also leaves enough room that if shit starts to go wrong, we can improvise without totally leaving the plan behind.
Yeah.
Which again, it's 100% going to.
Yeah, there'll probably be something come up.
I cannot stress enough how little faith I have in the idea that this is not going to go off the rails.
And it does mean that
I think it'll work.
Weapon-wise, I probably have, because I have been using like a longsword in one hand and a shield, is like what I've been using.
Yeah.
But I guess that means I'm now like I don't have any of like my cool like magic ones, and I have to just use like a Phaedron sword and a Phaedron shield.
Well, the idea is that we're not gonna be fighting, and you can always just leave your real weapons with Amandi and get them as soon as we come out of the portal.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
See, the cart idea is not looking too bad, huh?
Oh
we
my
can
God.
also acquire a wheelbarrow. Look, hey Ben, what is the item cost of a wheelbarrow in 4E?
You know what? That's a great question. I don't
Does
know.
the guy we're breaking out of prison just have one?
No.
Or like
And
a
we
cart
just
that he
steal
uses to
one like
transport
many other
characters
things we have
home.
stolen.
Yeah, you could just steal a wheelbarrow. That's fine.
Cool. Do that.
Give me a second.
Yeah, Monty, jack some wheels.
Yes, Captain.
Amandi's the wheelman.
The getaway driver. Yeah. makes
Yeah,
sense.
basically.
Let's see.
You have the strength score to push the rest of the crew in a wheelbarrow very fast down the street,
Let me
Yeah,
say this.
That's what I was thinking.
Let me say this.
like in a rickshaw.
In D&D 4th edition, a regular barrel, which I feel is roughly equivalent, costs 2 gold.
That's pretty expensive.
Would you say that 2 to 3 gold is a decent price for a wheelbarrow?
Nobody's paying
you
for a
adding?
wheelbarrow. We're stealing it.
Are you adding it to the tab?
Absolutely.
If we need to, you know what? When Asim tells Amandi to go steal the wheelbarrow, it's like
Yeah, Gelator.
it's like steal the wheelbarrow, unless you think it's gonna put too much extra heat on us. In which case, just throw it on the. You know what I mean?
God, that's so funny.
Like, fuck it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
no, what now?
Yeah, you did. You said that like you were gonna say more stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I had no plans. I was.
Okay.
Well, for the sake of the joke, because I don't feel like editing it, picture a wheelbarrow, and in the corner, the little gauge from GTA for heat for stealing the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
It's a little 1 star that's flashing up on and on and off.
Funny.
Yeah.
All
Cool.
right. Sounds good.
We spent our whole session planning, and I think it was a good use of time.
Yeah.
There you
It
go.
was.
Planning,
I
execution.
have faith in this to work.
I do too.
I actually have faith in this plan not to completely get fucked.
Oh yeah, no, I think this is going to go off without a hitch.
I don't, because that's
Oh.
not how you make a narratively satisfying D&D session.
The only points of failure that I can see are Asim not being able to pick the locks, and the escape from getting from the side of the prison to the safe house.
That is likely going to be the main failure point.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I did also consider investing in a scroll of knock, so that when we go to break out a seam, just for the insult, we can just magically pop the lock open.
No, knock is specifically really loud.
Yes.
I
I think
consider-
presenting him with a bill is enough.
Hey! It's not a bill. It's not a bill. When it's for business purposes, it's called an invoice.
Aha.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. So this is the new plan.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
On the next
it's got
exciting
very
adventure.
few steps. And not a lot of moving parts.
Not a lot of moving parts.
Well, that's
Which is what you need in a good plan.
As someone who works with tools a lot, I can tell you that God's perfect tool is in fact a hammer. The more moving parts you get away from a hammer, the worse you get.
Yeah.
The closer you can get to whack and stick, the better. So, like, followed very closely by screwdriver. And it's like, okay, you've introduced some grooves into it, so we've got some failure points. Oh, it's a wrench. It's like we've added a wrench. Now we need to have like possibly a ratcheting point. Now it needs to be offset a little bit. Okay, you're adding some more failure points, and then eventually, you get to like some.
You added a wrench into the plan. Make sure you keep it far, far away from the gears.
Yes, exactly. So, just like the less moving parts you have, the better it is.
That's very profound.
Yeah, I'm proud of us, gang. I think we came up with a. I don't want to say foolproof plan because we are fools, and if there's anyone who can fuck it up, it's us. But we've come up with a fool-resistant plan.
Resistant plan.
We'll introduce this meme and see if it still passes muster.
We'll see.
Also-
We'll see.
It looks like unless I missed it in the reading, it looks like knock in 4E does not actually make a really loud sound, but it
Really?
does make you roll Arcana checks to unlock the things that you're locking.
Wow, that's not as bad.
It also, if there are multiple locks on a thing that you are unlocking, it makes you do a check for each one.
Allows you to open a single locked door, chest, gate, or other object. It even works against portals sealed with the arcane lock ritual, or doors secured with bolts or bars that are on the far side out of reach. You have to defeat all the closures on a locked object to unlock it. You make one arcana check per lock, bar, arcane lock, or similar closure. The object you unlock does not open automatically. You still must open it yourself after the ritual unlocks it. You make an arcana check with a +5 bonus in place of a thievery check to open each lock or closure.
Yeah,
To undo
so you're
bolts
using
and bars,
an
you
arcana
normally
check
couldn't reach,
instead
you
of a
must
thievery
succeed a DC 20 arcana check.
Mhm.
If you use this ritual successfully against a portal protected by arcane lock, you destroy the arcane lock and its effect ends.
Ooh.
Yep.
It's the
Yeah, so
locksmith's
it's
friend.
basically, in majority of the practice, it's using thieves' tools with arcana instead. And
a
that plus
+5.
mage hand, you can get into any door.
Yeah.
Doors don't stand a chance.
I really like the idea of like an arcane trickster type rogue with that and mage hand.
It's 35 gold plus a healing surge, and it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, if you're going to be locked in prison anyway,
Being fair, it's less so for like quickly and stealthily picking a lock, and more for like a magical chest that has had arcane lock placed on it. Like it's for breaking
Yeah.
into like the big lock.
or you know, those many instances in Critical Role where they come across a door that they can just not open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just because Liam O'Brien rolls really bad.
Yeah.
We're calling you out, Liam O'Brien, if that is your real name.
Oh, it's the guy who played Vax.
We're calling you out, the guy who played Vax, if that is your real name.
He also played Gaara in Naruto, which is pretty
He
cool.
does.
We're
Hey. A lot
calling
of
you
other-
out. We're calling you out, Gaara from Naruto, if that is your real name.
And he's currently playing Doctor Strange in Marvel Rivals.
Well, yeah, but that's just an acting part.
Oh my god.
Hey, can Mage Hand pick a lock?
You would still have to roll thievery for it, but I assume so. It can manipulate things, it says.
Okay. I keep meaning to ask for a ruling on that, and I kept forgetting, and now I've finally remembered. Hooray.
Hope you received your ruling. Write it down, I guess, so you don't forget it. You asked already.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Not that
Well,
old.
what do you think he's going to forget just because he's old?
Now get off of my lawn.
Only one person here is allowed to call him old, and that's me.
Well, it's more so because he's already forgot several times to ask for the ruling in the first place.
I know, and I know what you're thinking. Ben could probably call him old too. But no, Ben's also a dad, which means he's not allowed. He has no leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Fathership has its privileges.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Well,
it.
good game today, guys.
Yeah, you got so much stuff
Absolutely.
done.
We planned one thing, and all of us are still alive.
Fantastic.
Oh my
Next
God.
time, we'll see how it goes, and also see if Asim gets charged double for his shenanigans.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
We have to advise Steve specifically not to listen to this session.
If it happens, it's going on the internet.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it already is on the internet, but I'm going to clip
You have to
the-
clip the part
I'm gonna
that
clip
I said. If it
from this
if you-
week, yeah, and then the next week, and we'll see what happens.
All right,
God, I
folks.
hope so.
Good night, everybody.
Adios.